Thank you. Based on the legendary Delta Mirage 30, the Dassault Mirage 2000 was designed in the late 70s for the French Air Force. But it evolved into a successful multi-role aircraft with versions that even include nuclear attack. It was the first combat aircraft created in Europe with fly-by-wire controls or electronic flight controls. It has been exported and still serves in 9 countries since it entered service in 1982. Welcome to your new video. This is Aeropedia. The origins of the Mirage 2000 date back to when France and Great Britain agreed to develop a multi-role aircraft with variable geometry wings. But then France withdrew from the project due to cost reasons. Great Britain would collaborate with West Germany and Italy to finally produce the Panavia Tornado, an aircraft we already have a video about on the channel. I'll leave it up in the top right corner for you to watch. Then Dassault focused on its own variable geometry aircraft. The experimental prototype was called Mirage G, and it was expected to serve as a replacement for the popular Mirage 3 in the service of the French Air Force. In 1972, the program shifted to a twin-engine aircraft with fixed wings intended for air superiority missions. And parallel to this, with private funding, they studied a similar design with a single engine, the Delta 2000. The program to develop a heavy twin-engine aircraft was cancelled due to cost issues. And what about December 18, 1975? The government decides to adopt instead the light single-engine aircraft program, now redesignated as Mirage. 2003 prototypes were ordered. The main function of the aircraft was interception with a secondary ground attack capability. This was a return to the delta wing Mirages of the first generation, but with several important innovations that tried to address their shortcomings. It made its first flight on March 10, 1978, just 27 months after the program was approved. The Mirage 2000 proved to be an aircraft capable of flying at low speeds with good performance. The first Mirage 2000C production model, the C stood for chasseur or fighter in French, flew on November 20, 1982. Like the prototypes, it was equipped with the new Société Nationale d'Études et de Construction de Moteurs d'Aviation M53 turbofan engine and the Thomson Compagnie Générale de Télégraphie sans fil multifunction radar. A 2-seat version for training, the Mirage 2000B was also created. This is a single-engine design by Allen Delta. It has a maximum takeoff weight of 17 tons and a range of 1,550 kilometers with internal fuel tanks. Its maximum speed is 2,336 kilometers per hour and it has 9 hardpoints to carry up to 6,300 kilograms of weaponry. It also has 2 integrated direction des études et fabrication d'armement 30mm automatic cannons with 125 rounds per weapon. The Mirage 2000 combines a new modern design with that of its predecessors. It can increase its range with an aerial refueling probe. It was designed from the beginning of its development and can carry 3 external fuel tanks in its original configuration. The 2 air intakes have an adjustable central body shaped like a half cone, which regulates the pressure of the incoming air for efficient engine intake during takeoff. Flights at low altitude and at supersonic speeds at high operational altitude, and this moves automatically to increase its power and improve maneuverability. These fins you see here generate a vortex that goes to the top of the wings and improves maneuverability. Something like canards, but without as much air resistance as these large surfaces have. In 1979, the French Air Force ordered a 2-seat version intended for nuclear attack and armed with an air sol moyenne portée cruise missile, which was then under development, designated Mirage 2000. Equipped with a reinforced structure to fly at low altitude and high speed, as well as a navigation and attack system based on radar. Antelope 5 with a terrain-following mode. It flew for the first time in '83. This version didn't have cannons, and the air intakes were fixed and enlarged to improve its low-altitude flight performance. This was for deep penetration missions into enemy territory, but it limited the speed to Mach 1.5. The back seat was occupied by a weapons officer to launch the air sol moyenne portée nuclear missile. By the late 80s, the Mirage 2000 was starting to age, compared, for example, to the latest models of the F-16 fighter. In particular, attention was drawn to the aircraft's inability to attack multiple targets simultaneously and the small air-to-air missile load it could carry. As a result, Dassault announced in April 1989 that, with the cooperation of Thomson, Compagnie Générale de Télégraphie Sans Fil would be working on an upgrade with private funding. The Mirage 2000C, which would be called Mirage 2000-5, was later upgraded in the year 2000 to the 5F version. A derivative version of the Mirage 2000N, designed for nuclear attack, was requested at the end of the 1980s for conventional attack due to delays in the new twin-engine multi-role fighter program, DASOR, a larger and heavier Rafale. And this new Mirage was designated as the Mirage 2000D. This attack aircraft is capable of firing or launching all-weather capable weapons with any weapon in service with the French Air Force. From laser-guided weaponry to the new Scalp and Apache missiles. Just like the N version, it was equipped with the Antelope 5 radar, but improved. The prototype of the new Mirage 2000D made its first flight on February 19, 1991, and was put into service in '93. At the request of the United Arab Emirates, SOH worked on a new modification of the Mirage 2000-5, initially called Mirage 2009. This variant had the radar and associated avionics upgrade, the change in weapons configuration, and an extended range. The Mirage 2000 production line was closed in 2007 after the last aircraft was delivered on November 23, 2007 to the Hellenic Air Force. And this was done to facilitate the serial production of the new twin-engine multi-role fighter Rafale. 601 units of all versions have been built, and it is used by 9 countries besides France, which are India, United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, Greece, Egypt, Qatar, Brazil, and Peru. These last 2 countries each had 12 units, 2 of which were 2-seaters, but Brazil officially retired its fleet in December 2013. New video. My name is Marcos and this is Aeropedia.